Hi, I'm Kathy Leinbach of Aegon Leadership with some thoughts on the Policy Blitz. A Policy Blitz is when the board makes it a priority to spend concentrated time to get a full set of governing policies in place. Many boards have randomly developed their policy. When an issue arises, they set a policy for it. When a new issue arises, there's no guidance in place to direct the staff, so they have to wait till the next board meeting before they can take action. What many boards have found is a more helpful way to govern, a way that releases the staff to go forward and get the work of the organization done, is if the board takes the time to develop a complete set of foundational governing policies. This often means reviewing an example set of governing policies and reviewing the policies that the board has set over the last 5 to 10 years during its board meetings, merging those two so that you've got a starting document, sort of a draft set of governing policies for the organization. And then have the whole board come together for a special full-day meeting and go through that sample and the randomly set policies and say, yes, this policy belongs in our set of policies. This one does, oh, this topic does, but the wording needs to change. Or, ooh, this topic does, but the wording needs to be thrown out and we need to start from scratch. And, oh, these next three, they're irrelevant for us. Let's take them off the table. And then there's the conversation of, oh, here's a suggestion in a sample set of policies that isn't close to, but it's on the same topic as, this policy that we approved 2 years ago. Let's think, which of these is really going to be better for this organization? As the board works through that draft policy set, having conversations on all of the controversial items, it ends up with a set of policies that they can live with, at least for now. We encourage boards when they do the Policy Blitz to go fairly quickly through and make sure that the board members are generally on the same page, but not to take the time on that blitzing day to dot the I's and cross the T's, because it could take 2 or 3 days to develop that foundational set of policies if all of the details have to be considered on the way. Once a basic governing set of policies has been developed that conceptually makes sense to all the board members, the board can review it a few policies at every meeting or on a quarterly basis and make the changes that are needed as they find out where the glitches are or the errors are or the things that just aren't working well for the operational side of the organization. I encourage you to follow the Policy Blitz process so that you have a very extensive set of foundational governing policies that can guide your staff to be fully effective on behalf of the organization between board meetings, and can guide the board to make consistent decisions meeting after meeting and year after year. Taking the time for a Policy Blitz moves organizations that don't yet have a governing policy manual along the pathway to governance excellence.